if you are a professional crypto trader, there is a platform that can help you manage all of your services for your followers. Hi everyone, today I am at Finestel.com. Finestel is an all-in-one white label software as a service solution for your copy trading business. The way this works is that you connect your exchanges, your own accounts where you manage your trades manually or automatically. And then Finestel provides your customized front end for your followers to copy trade your trades. You have portfolio tracking, you have automated billing, there are a number of reports, and I'll show that to you in a moment. It supports all the major exchanges: Binance, KuCoin, Bybit, OKX, Gate, and it automates and provides a lot of visibility both for you as the master trader as well as for your followers. So we'll see that in a moment. Now, the platform is not new. It's been running there for a few years, and there's a number of reviews already on the Trustpilot. Most of them are very positive. If you do try to search Google for Finestel, you'll hardly find anything negative about the platform. So let's jump into the dashboard where I can show you my own account as well as some of the demo things. Okay, so now I will introduce to you the platform. There is the left section that I'll go through and different options of the service. What you can see on the screen are my own exchanges. So Finestel is also powering my own copy trading service. These are sub accounts, these are exchanges that I manage and make available for my followers. On the menu, let's explore this a bit. There's the billing and referral. I'll go back to that. And there's, of course, the dark and light mode. And as I mentioned, these exchanges that you can see here, these are the strategies that I already added. Once I added them, I can still manage and edit them. They can be turned on to go private or public. And when I go into the manage, I can edit some of the settings. There are technical settings, and I'll briefly mention them in the end of the video. There are the commercial settings, pricing that you would configure for your strategies. And of course, there is the API that I used. So for pricing, you can specify pricing per strategy, per portfolio. You can enable performance fee. So a percent from profit, for example, here, 5% monthly from profit, and you could change that. Or you could have a flat fee as well. Like here, I have $5 on a monthly, and you could also enable or disable them. So these are the exchanges that I have added, and I could add more. Here, as I'm showing now, with a few clicks, I would select an exchange, go through a series of options here. Of course, they have their own secure whitelist IPs that I would add, and enable a new strategy for my followers to be visible in my copy trading services and to follow. Now let's jump to copy trading. So this is what my followers will see. So we looked at the section that manages your exchanges, your portfolios, and under copy trading, these portfolios are presented to your clients. And note now we are under Finestel.com, but the whole premise of the white label is that once you start configuring your own account, you can have it under your own domain. So your domain would be unique to you. You could also modify the colors, the looks, and so on. Now, the core information would still be displayed as I'm showing now. So you'd have the cards showing your portfolios and key metrics. You could drill down into the strategy, which would again show a bit more information about the strategy description, drawdown, performance, pricing information, and so on. So this is now what your users would be seeing. Now, what's more interesting for you as the master trader are the white labeling solutions. So there's the CRM, accounting, billing, and I'll present them to you, but I'll jump to a demo account because I don't want to expose my own users' private information. Now, under demo, these are the demo portfolios, and we'll jump into the white label options, starting with the overview. The overview tab shows a dashboard at a glance. So you'll see the number of exchanges connected and a total funds under management, and you have also information about users, count of users, how many new subscriptions you have, and how many exchange accounts these users have connected, because each user can have multiple exchange accounts. When you go to the users tab, this is where things get a bit more interesting. There's the first count of the users, and you can see additional menu options. You could, for example, gift a subscription to a user. Then when you go to user accounts, there you can see subscriptions for each user. You can see what exchange they use. You can manage their orders already from that menu. And you can also see the balance of these accounts. On the subscription tab, you can see number of active positions. You can see the performance fee that they're paying, and you can drill down to a particular sub-account of a particular user just to see all the information, how your copier sees that. So this becomes very hands-on for you if you need to manage or take a manual action for your users, even at a position level, like I'm showing to you right now. So personally, I hardly need to intervene manually and manage my copy traders' positions, but the platform allows you to do that. It gives you the visibility and possibility to manage the orders for your users. So that becomes very easy in case you have one of your customers contacting you and asking for help. Then the accounting is where you see your money. You see the performance fees accumulated for different users, for different strategies. And here you could see your balance, which you could then withdraw to your own wallet address. So this essentially is the third section here of the white label. You can also see various transactions that a user performs, such as funding their own wallet. I'll explain the wallets in a moment here. Let's just continue to the settings part. The settings is now the white label settings. For this, I can now go back to my own account. Settings are generic. And there's a lot of settings here actually that I haven't even explored. I took most of them by default, aside of, for example, adding my socials here. The appearance of the platform Finestel is very elegant. So again, I hardly configured or modified any of the default settings, but you could. And of course, you could change the naming convention or the language, for example, for your follower base. So this is the settings of the platform. Now I click on the white label, and this is now my white label. You can see it brings you to my domain. My domain is managecryptotrading.com. This is the brand I chose for myself. And that's more or less already how a client would see it. So when the client would go in, they would see this managecryptotrading.com, and they would see these strategies that I have provided. Now, if you look at the billing here on the left side, this is what the client sees. There are two things here. One is the deposit. So this is how the client would pay to me as the master trader. And you can see the client can deposit into their unique platform wallet. So it's nothing to do with the exchanges. They could deposit whatever, $20 or 20 USDT, and they would populate their wallet. Now there's the affiliate there as well. This is how they can earn money. If you go to referral, so each user will have a referral as well, and they can start referring their friends. The platform lets you customize how much everyone gets, but once people start referring you, they start earning, and they can even withdraw from their own wallet. So this is the interface for the client, for the end user. And the users don't pay anything to the platform, by the way. Only the master trader pays to the platform. And if I go to a master trader billing, now we're going to look a bit at the pricing. Then that's the only fee to the platform. So it is an expensive platform, but if you look at the alternatives, and there's actually not really any, or if you look at how much it would cost you to develop something, hire a team, and pay for the infrastructure, have people support that, I think the price would justify it. But it is probably suited for those of you who have a solid base of followers. You have about $200 to $50 per month of a fee. Now, let me go back and just explain to you this one technical aspect that I promised. And there are two trade settings that I would like to show you real fast. And the first one, and you can enable or disable them. The first one is the sync mode, and it essentially says that a follower's account will be synchronized proportionally to master's account. So if I have my master's account half in USDT, half in BTC, that's how the followers will be from the moment they will start, and then it will continue to be synchronized. Limit as market. This one basically means whenever I close my trade, and I may have some of my trades closed as limit, but on the followers account, I actually want to close them as market. That ensures the speed. All right, just to sum up, this is a platform for those of you who are pro traders, who are interested in creating your own brand or managing your own brand, managing your own community of users. And you can get in touch with the team, Finestel team. They're a bunch of great people. I work with them regularly, and they can come up with a solution that's right for you. There's a 7-day trial. It doesn't hurt to give it a try, to look inside, and this may be the solution that you were looking for.